Buhay Online, Chikahan at Kaalamang Pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, Chikahan at Kaalamang Pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. It's Friday, and thank you, Lord, to waking up to a new day on a Friday. Good morning, everyone. Happy 11:02. Dito ko ng 2 minutes kasi I had to reboot dahil sobrang yung aking laptop medyo nagmamakaawa na sa, overused tsaka overworked and underpaid. But anyway, so yeah, happy Friday, everyone. And the weekend na naman, diba? As usual, before we know it, Friday na naman. Talaga, grabe. And it's already August 13. Okay, half of the month almost gone. Ghost month ito para doon sa mga Chinese, right? Ghost month, pero sa atin wala naman yan kabuluhan, yung ghost month. But of course, we just thrive and live every day in this pandemic. And surviving naman tayo. Lahat kasi nga resilient tayong mga Pinoy, right? And dyan natin pinapag-usapan yung impact ng technology sa ating mga buhay, right? We've been talking about this because of course, we know for sure that technology plays a big role in our being able to cope up with this pandemic situation, right? Tapos hindi ko pa yan nadaanan ko na rin, siguro napasadahan ko na rin yung topic tungkol sa artificial intelligence, right? Because this is one of the technologies that are uso ngayon or prevailing dito sa ating pandemic situation yung paggamit ng AI or artificial intelligence. Tingnan nyo dito, meron akong nakalagay, human versus machine, 6 factors that will drive technology investment. I already breezed through that a little bit this week, and today we will wrap up on this issue about the trends in technology itong 2021 and the future, no? So, repaso lang what we talked about, okay? We also breezed through the subject of fake news, diba? Because yung fake news is technology ang may gawa niyan. I mean, it helps ngayon na yung technology, because of the advancement in technology, nakakagawa talaga ng fake news because, minamask nila talaga to look like yung mga postings online and on your cell phones to look like real news because ginagamit nga nila yung mga logo ng CNN or ng Rappler or ng Reuters, right? To show na parang talagang galing doon sa mga reputable companies or broadcasters yung news na fake. Why is fake news a tech problem? Well, news used to be reliable, right? While fake news has always existed, kahit nung unang panahon naman, nung second half ng 20th century, where the news media and industrial democracies produced a reliable shared reality. People disagreed, but their opinions were based mostly on credible facts produced by solid journalism standards, fact-checking, and editorial integrity, diba? Kasi yung mga news reporters noon, you go out in field, you investigate, you interview people, tsaka bago yung editor nyo i-publish sa newspaper or bago i-broadcast sa radio, verify nyo muna lahat, right? Yung physically verifying it. Then, syempre, the internet arrived, the web arrived, followed by the social web, okay? Now, instead of 3 reputable news sources, you hear facts and ideas from everywhere, from thousands of varying reliability. Masyado kang marami na pagkukuhanan ng information kasi nga World Wide Web. Diba? Hindi na kailangan magpunta ng gano'n for fact finding tsaka yun pa na nagka-Google, right? Hi, Jake. I missed you yesterday or hindi ko nakita yung name mo. But good morning, Jake. Happy Friday. So, disappear before your eyes by invisible means. So, sobrang daming sources ng information, ng data dahil sa web. Di ba? Kaya nga World Wide Web eh. Sobra, the possibilities were endless sa pagkukuhanan ng information. Di gaya nung araw na yung mga news reporter talaga will go out on field, seek the information and verify it physically and and manually, right? Okay? By the by the compatibility of the content with the secret algorithms pa na ngayon, yung mga analytics na use, tsaka yung mga software, tsaka apps to determine what spreads widely and what doesn't. Meron na nga tayo ngayong apps na ganyan, pero talagang mahirap lahat i-control because it's coming from many, many directions and the web is like everywhere, right? Like they said nga, nung araw, three reputable news sources lang. Ngayon, thousands of reputable sources, right? A broad range of people with political, commercial, or antisocial interests have been evolving their techniques for gaming the social algorithms for ever accelerating the spread of fake news. Okay? Yun na nga, yung mga modern day hackers, ang ini-spread nila. Dati virus lang yung mga kinakalat. Ngayon, virus plus fake news. Okay? Hacking the attention economy, ika nga. Right? So, that's what's happening now, okay? For most non-technical folks, ano yung hacking the attention economy? Hacking evokes the notion of using sophisticated and technical skills to break the security of a corporate or government system, no? For illicit purposes. Of course, most folks who were engaged in cracking security systems weren't necessarily in it for espionage tsaka cruelty. In the 1990s, okay, yun yung nag-umpisa yung mga hackers, mga teenage hackers who wanted to break into the computer systems of major institutions that were part of the security establishment. Just to show that they could, di ba? Yun yung mga geek yung mga Silicon Valley types or nagkaroon din ng Filipino na hacker, yung I love you virus, alam niyo ba yun? It was sent through the email, Filipinong may gawa nun. Sad to say, okay? Pero kasi magaling din talaga ang Filipino sa techie, no? Sa IT, right? The goal then, okay, nung 90s ng hacker was to feel a sense of power in a world where they felt pretty powerless. See? Yun eh. Ang pag-hack talaga, parang wala lang, para lang just to prove themselves na magaling kami, talino talaga kami. I can crack the codes. Diba? Nangyari na pati mga ATM ng mga corporations na hack, like yung sa IBM, just mio, or yung, I remember, yan, yung mga bangko na hack. The rush was in being able to do something and feel smarter than the so-called powerful. It was fun and games for those hackers, right? And for these hackers, it's still ongoing. At least until they started getting arrested. Kasi nga, na gumaling din, kung magaling sila technically, mas may magaling din sa kanila na natitrace na kung saan sila yung IP address nila at nahuli. Hacking has always been about leveraging skills to push the boundaries of systems, okay? Keep in mind that one early definition of a hacker from the jargon file was a person who enjoys learning the details of programming systems and how to stretch their capabilities, as opposed to most users who prefer to learn only the minimum necessary. So talagang merong degree of geekness or pagiging nerdy ang pag-hack. Talino ka dapat dun sa IT, right? Okay. I know actually a professional hacker at ito pa na-hire pa siya talaga internationally. He's Filipino, right? And I don't know if I can mention his name, but now, well, the professional hacker siya before internationally and very brilliant guy. I've guested him dito sa show, ang head ng cyber security ng PLDT, si Angel Redoble. Yan. Kung araw talaga, siya, international hacker. Pero in the good sense. In the good sense, pero magalan. Kasi ngayon, nandito na siya ngayon sa Pilipinas. Dati nasa abroad siya nag-work. Hinire yan, of course, for good salary to be to be hacking into systems and solving stuff. But now he's in PLDT. He's the head of cybersecurity there. And I think ahead of some cybersecurity organizations connected to the PNP. Basta, so yun, ang hacking, kasi nga, requires talaga skill and intelligence. Kagaya nga eh, a person who delights in having intimate understanding of the internal workings of a system. Imagine, computers and computer networks in particular. I mean, my own son nga also can hack and break codes na, and he's studying information systems sa Ateneo. But both of these definitions highlight something important. Violating the security of a technical system isn't necessarily the primary objective. Yun na nga. Kung masasabi mo may good hacking, meron good hacking kasi yung purpose ay iba. Okay? Over the last 15 years, I've watched as countless hacker-minded folks have started leveraging a mix of technical and social engineering skills to reconfigure networks of power. Yung ibang tao are in it for the fun, kaya sila nang hack. Just like yung sinabi ko kanina, just because I can or just because we can, it gives them a sense of power. Lalo na online kasi, di ba, in the real world, they're seen as geeks, nerds, or whatever, or nobodies. Yan. Online or hacking-wise, they become powerful, right? Parang, gano'n na, mas matalino ako, tingnan natin. Di ba na-hack nga pati yung mga government agencies, government websites, right? Naalala niyo yun, nabigla na lang, tada, parang hinostage, right? But above all, what's fascinating is how many people have learned to play the game, right? Some have a more ideological agenda kasi, okay? Some see dollar signs kasi yun nga, di ba, yung hino-hostage yung mga website or something, or they say, magbayad kayo. Talaga namang literally nagkaroon ng ganong mga situation na pwedeng pagkapirahan yung pag-hack, right? And in some worlds, those skills are coming home to roost in unexpected ways, especially as groups are seeking to mess with information intermediaries in an effort to hack the attention economy. Sige. Today, okay, well, we're supposed to wrap up yung topics about impact ng technology, yung mga trends sa 2021. Pero yan, nabanggit na nga yung hacking. Well, in a way, okay, tuloy ko na rin yung pag-usapan tungkol yan sa hacking or cyber hacks or anything. Because towards the end of this show, we will wrap up on the impacts of technology. Okay? Kasama na rin tong pang-hack kasi. It all began with mga memes, yung MEMES, okay? Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, yung meme, or baka alam, meme tulog, right? It all began with mga memes. MEMES, and porn. Okay, so in 2003, a 15-year-old named Chris Poole started an image board site based on a Japanese trend called 4chan. 4, tapos CHAN. His goal was not political, Rather, like many of his male teenage peers, he simply wanted a place to share pornography, tsaka anime. Ayan. Yan, kasi anime, for some reason, talaga connected din sa porn yung anime, yung hentai. Di ba? Yung ganyan. So, mga hindi nakakaalam ng mga things. But hentai is like Japanese animated porn, right? But as his site's popularity grew, he ran into a different problem. So he decided to delete older content as newer content came in. Users were frustrated that their favorite images disappeared, so they reposted them, often with slight modifications. This gave birth to a phenomenon now understood as meme culture. LOL cats are an example. These are images of cats captioned with a specific font and a consistent grammar for entertainment. Okay? Sige, papakita ko sa inyo yung itsura nito. Hold on. Tada, tada, tada. Here we go. Bakit nawala yung aking page? Ayun. Okay? Itong itsura ng mga meme. Okay? Itong LOL cats. Yung anak ko mahilig sa cats. Alright? Let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. Sandali lang. Sorry. Sensya na ulit. Okay, I shall grab it just now. Okay, pasensya na kayo sa windblown effect ko dahil ayaw ko mag-aircon ngayon dahil mataas na yung aking kuryente. So, naka-electric fan ako dahil malamig naman. Yung panahon, it's still cloudy here in Pampanga. So, that's why naka-windblow effect ako. Okay? Here, ayan. Okay, there. Ayan. O, ayan, o. Yan ang itsura ng mga meme. Yung mga nakikita niyong pinapalitan yung text. Diba? O, ayan. Alright? Okay, this is the LOL cats meme. These are images of cats captioned with a specific font that's consistent grammar for entertainment. I is in your computer, stealing your datas. O yan nga, di ba? Tinatakot ka na ninanako, hinahak na. Those who produced meme-like images quickly realized that they could spread like wildfire, thanks to new types of social media as well as older tools like blogging. People began producing memes just for fun. Pero para sa isang group of hacker-minded teenagers who were born a decade after me, okay, a new practice emerged. Rather than trying to hack the security infrastructure, they wanted to attack the emergent attention economy, which is social media, right? They wanted to show that they could manipulate the media narrative. Ayan ang nangyari dyan eh. Kasama na rin dyan yung pag-ano ng fake news, di ba? Dahil social media ang inatake nitong mga hackers na to. Just to show that they could, again, ito yung bagong generation ng hackers na diba? Compared to the ones in the 90s, okay? Yung mga nagsaspread ng virus. This was happening at a moment when social media sites were skyrocketing. YouTube and blogs were challenging mainstream media, and pundits were pushing the idea that anyone could control the narrative by being their own media channel. Hell You was Time Magazine's Person of the Year in 2006. Taking a humorous approach, campaigns emerged within 4chan to hack mainstream media. For example, many inside 4chan, ito yung kaninang sinabi kong ginawa ni Chris Poole na website based on the Japanese trend called 4chan. Ano pala siya? Siya pala ang gumawa na binase niya sa 4chan, right? Japanese. Okay? So, ano nangyari? Okay? For example, yung many inside 4chan felt that widespread anxieties about pedophilia were exaggerated and sensationalized. So, they decided to target Oprah Winfrey. Di ba? Nakakita kayo ng mga maraming memes ni Oprah Winfrey noon, past few years. Oprah Winfrey, who they felt was amplifying this fear-mongering. Trolling her online message boards, they got her to talk on live TV about how over 9,000 penises were raping children. Di ba? Napakasama at disgusting na paggagawa. Kasi nga yung videos na altered din eh. Di ba? Videos, yung mga pictures. Humored by this success, they then created a broader campaign around the fake character known as Pedo Bear. In a different campaign naman, 4chan Betards focus on gaming the Time 100 list of the world's most influential people by arranging it such that the first letter of each name on the list spelled out marble cake, also the game, which is a known in-joke in this community. So, ayun ang nangyari din sa phenomenon na ito na, hindi naman phenomenon, actually bad thing yan, na paggawa ng mga memes, no? Binababoy nila yung mga news, even mga pictures ng mga politicians and all, pati mga videos, right? Okay, and frankly, it was hard not to laugh pag nakita mo, everyone started, right? Pero kasi, yung iba, masyadong bastos or masyadong, pag iba yung nahihit na mga sensitive chords, right? Yung mga humorous ones, okay lang kasi it provides entertainment of some sort. Yun pa, di ba? Nakita niya yan, mga nauso Oprah Winfrey, pati yung Rick Astley's 1987 song, Never Gonna Give You Up, suddenly became a phenomenon again. Okay? By engaging in these mga campaigns, participants learned how to shape information within a network ecosystem. They learned how to design information for it to spread across social media. Kasi yun na nga, di ba? nowadays, social media marketing, digital marketing is very important, no? Are very, very successful. Pero, yun na, may mga masasamang tao na tinatwart or dinidistort yung information, dinidistort yung idea, dinidistort yung news. Okay? They also learn how to game social media, manipulate its algorithms, and mess with the incentive structure of both old and new media. Well, kahapon nga, the other day pala, my friend, nagpapasaklolo, nag-message sa akin kasi yung Axie, AXIE ba yan? Yung ano ba yan, cryptocurrency, whatever. Kasi ginamify na nila lahat ng things eh. It's in games, pero yung mga games may monetary compensation or may monetize na yung mga games. Pero itong Axie has something to do with, ano nga, cartoon, cutie-cutie pa yung mga itsura, pero na-hack yung kanilang account sa Axie. And they already invested 80,000 pesos. So Axie, please, tingnan niyo yan because I checked your site, no? They were trying to ask me for help because they said, yung Axie na game na yan, wala raw customer service, nakalagay lang join Discord, which is actually like a forum, parang BB, bulletin board or chat page, pero napakadaming nagko-complain, natatabunan yung message ng chat na naghihingi ng tulong. So then I found out, of course, nakita ko yung email address ng Axie. I told them to email them and tell them the plight. Kasi gusto nilang mabawi yung account nila, na-hack ng ibang tao. I mean, miran talaga, I have this experience, no, teaching online ESL, right? One teacher got hacked, right? Imagine that teacher online English, ninakaw yung kanyang identity. Somebody got her teacher account and she couldn't log on to the site anymore. Then she found out that tapos parang kasi itong mga ESL schools, meron yung mga referral program because to entice and encourage to hire more English teachers from the Philippines, nag-offer ng incentive yung mga companies. Anyway, basta bibigay mo yung, kung ikaw teacher ka na dun sa site na yun, ikaw mag-refer, yung bibigyan kang 2,000 pesos or something, whatever. So, yun mga referral program na yan, nagkalat din yan sa internet na pag gusto niyo maging online English teacher, pero lagay niyo yung aking email address para yung referral fee sa akin. Anyway, itong teacher na I was saying, her account was hacked by the person who referred her to the school. Because all of a sudden, yung perang pinadala, basta-basta, pati yung kanyang payroll, pumunta dun sa tao na yon. Inassume yung identity niya, hindi na siya makapasok dun sa school. But we were able to get in touch with her dun sa parang web chat component ng school. Doon nakakapasok siya. But anyway, so that's hacking for you, right? Hello there, Patas Balita. Good morning. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much for joining me today. Ang pinag-uusapan natin po yung cyber hackers of today na iba na, hindi lang virus kinakalat, kundi yung mga memes, yung mga fake news, right? So, okay, they also learned how to gamify social media, manipulate its algorithms, and mess with the incentive structure of both old and new media enterprises. I saw how teenagers throw brand names and BuzzFeed links into their Facebook posts to increase the likelihood that their friends would see their posts in their newsfeed. Consultants started working for companies to produce catchy content that would get traction and clicks. Yun nga yung catchy taglines para mag-click ka. Justin Bieber fans ran campaign after campaign to keep Bieber-related topics in Twitter trending topics. And the activist group, meron dati, Invisible Children, leveraged knowledge of how social media worked to architect the Kony 2012 campaign. All of this was seen as legitimate social media marketing, making it hard to detect kung ano yung mga fake na memes or fake news, where the boundaries were between those who were hacking for fun and those who were hacking for profit or other serious ends. Kaya nga kasi sinasabi ko merong good hacking and bad hacking. Yan ang pinag-usapan natin ngayon. Kasi na-alter yung mga sistema pag nahahack, no? Pero for a good purpose, hindi yung malicious intent lang, right? Running campaigns to shape what the public could see was nothing new. But social media created new pathways for people and organizations to get information out to wider audiences. Marketers discussed it as the future of marketing. Activists talked about it as the next frontier for activism. Political consultants, kasi nga, di ba talaga naman ngayon, nahahaluan ng politika lahat sa social media, ginagamit ng politics din talaga ang social media. Activists talked about it as the next frontier for activism nga. Political consultants talked about it as the future of political campaigns. And nakita na nga natin nangyayari ito ngayon. And a new form of propaganda emerged. Totoo naman, okay? So, hacker, hoaxer, whatever, that happens, okay? Anyway, we will talk about that more na in detail in my next episode, okay? Cyber hacking, we already in the beginning stages of broadstream class communicators, napagdaanan na rin natin yung mga cyber hacks. Actually, kung ano yung mga klaseng cyber hacks. But of course, like I said, of course, pwede natin always balikan yan because it is an issue that's ongoing. So, okay, so I leave the cyber hacking topic aside para to wrap up yung mga impacts of technology kasi yung mga nagtanong ko ano yung mga trends in technology na nagagamit natin sa panahon na to. Okay? Okay? Sinabi na natin kahapon, di ba yung 5G, doon tayo nagtapos, right? What's next in technology? Right? Well, the 5G already boomed. So we were saying that already. This is a boon for businesses in 2021. Diyan tayo nag-ending kahapon. The term 5G, ulitin ko lang, has been creating a buzz for almost half a decade now and since it has rolled out. It definitely likes its predecessors, right? 4G, it has created a revolution of a kind. The advent of 5G is one of the most enigmatic new upcoming technologies that could impact businesses, okay? Many industry experts have termed 5G as the future of communication and to a great extent, totoo naman to, okay? 5G wireless networks will support 1,000-fold gains in capacity, connections for at least 100 billion devices, and a 10 gigabyte individual user experience, extremely low latency and response times. Okay? Sabi ito ng Huawei. Okay? Ang Huawei, naging magaling na talaga din no? Ang deployment nito already is done, right? Na-emerge ito between 2020 tsaka ngayon. The most striking achievement ng 5G will be its speed, which is expected to clock at 20 gigabytes, 20 GBs. Now, how fast are we discussing? Ano pinag-usapan dito? Let's take an example of these newest technology trends, okay? Suppose, kunyari, you download the contents of an approximately 5 GB DVD at an average of 50 MBs, okay? It will take roughly about 13 minutes to download a 5 gigabyte DVD. Now, the same will take barely 2 seconds sa 5G to download on 5G at top speed. The heterogeneous network distribution. Okay? Some noteworthy goals of the 5G technology include anong ating kinakitang magiging use ng 5G or anong tinatarget nila. It is amplified broadband for mobile communications, thank God. Object-specific transformation with increased connectivity. Unlimited scope for Internet of for IoT, the enhancement under the newest technology trends, increased flexibility and support. Increased flexibility and support ang tinitingnan natin dito sa 5G, diba? However, to take this speed to everyday mobile users, mobile network carriers will need to increase bandwidth and reduce network costs. Moreover, LTE adaptation isn't waning and is estimated to reach $672 billion by the end of this year. By the end of it was expected to increase that time by the end of last year. So nag-increase na by now, all right? with this upcoming technology or with this technology that came about, 5G opens up a massive playground where subsequent technologies will find their advantages. The current trends in technology, which are self-driven cars, VR or virtual reality or augmented reality, empowered smart cities, etc., it strengthens the foundation for what's next in technology. Now this, okay, ito, di ba? Autonomous driving, an easy, safe, driverless drive. Ito na, yung mga walang driver na sasakyan, Diyos mio. You must be apprised of companies like Tesla, Alphabet, and Waymo. And the one thing that is common among them is their objective. Anong objective nitong tatlong kumpanya na to ng kotse? Tesla, Alphabet, at Waymo? It is to craft impeccable, ano ba yan? It is to craft yung mga impeccable na autonomous vehicles or walang driver na mga kotse. The idea of a driverless car in itself generates a considerable amount of excitement. Excitement tsaka fear. Ako, hindi ko pa rin ma-imagine sarili kong bumili ng driverless car. Okay na sa akin yung may super driver or ako mag-drive or merong driver, si mamang driver. Kasi parang nakakatakot i-trust yung buhay ko sa computer na pwedeng mag-malfunction anytime. Baka mamaya natutulog ka, papunta kang Tagaytay, hindi mo alam, nando ka na sa Taal dahil sinabi naisip ng kotse mo, teka nga, gusto ko nga tignan yung Taal volcano at tumalon doon. Really, it's a little creepy to me, right? Tesla and SpaceX founder-in-chief Elon Musk already has the future design of autonomous vehicles and aims to go big in this industry. Diba, nagtayo nga ang Tesla ng pabrika doon sa China. Ang China tanggap ng mga industry kaya super polluted na yung area nila, right? During an interview, Elon has stated, Elon, from our standpoint, if you fast forward a year, maybe a year and 3 months, but next year for sure, we'll have over 1 million robotaxis on the road. Scary. Examples of newest technology trends and functions like automated braking, lane changing, and automation of other in-car systems are on their way to being streamlined with the guidance of data capture and analytics. Tingnan nyo na nga. Lane changing, automated braking, siya aapak sa brakes, mag-isa. Ay, naku, nakakatakot. Exciting but scary, okay? The idea that you can have a vehicle that can make complex decisions for full self-driving is just not plausible at this point. Totoo naman eh. Kasi inisip ko, paano mo ipoprogram yung talagang millions and billions of chips there or impulses ng tao sa kotse, right? Like kung sinasabi nga, kunyari, nasa highway ka, bilang may tumatawid pwede mong tamaan dalawang bagay. Isang matanda na nagkakross, isang kalabaw. So yung kotse, mag-iisip siya kung saan ako iilag na iwasan, yung kalabaw o yung matanda. Right? Basta meron siyang ganong impulse. All those things, how can you imagine that the car will have the brain of a human to have those mga sariling wisyo, right? There is still time for the modulation of the laws for autonomous driving by legislators, regulators, and authorities. Over that, significant tweaks will be required in the existing infrastructure, laws, and social attitudes before we can embrace autonomous vehicles in the current trends in technology and information technology. Talaga, feeling ko talaga, longer testing kasi di ba naglabas na nga sila ng ganyan tapos nagkaroon na nga ng glitch. So binawi muna, hindi muna pinastudos, right? So for me, it's still iffy, okay? More extensive research, like a lot of, nung nag-survey ako asking people kung bibili sila, unang-unang mahal yung coaching yan. Pero yung susunod dyan is, yung mga iba, bibili sila after maybe 6 months to a year daw to see the effects and ill effects of these kind of cars. Paunahan ko sinong mag-test. Diba ayaw nila maging ginapig, right? So ano pa ang impact ng technology? Okay, it's edge computing, bridging the gap between data storage and computation. Today, the primary concern ng every industry is the laggy approach that sometimes affects the overall management of the operations. Therefore, yung mga Yung mga industries, excuse me, okay, they're focusing more dun sa efficiency saka sa response rate of computing, through which data analysis is made. And here comes the role of edge computing, right? Edge computing, one of the current trends in technology, brings data storage and computation closer to the businesses, and hence ameliorates the response times and saves the bandwidth, right? Also, it weighs more like the latest trend in technology because yung mga industries are rapidly empowered with sophisticated and specialized resources, which is bound to reduce yung mga errors, no? The primary advantages ng edge computing include, okay, edge computing enhances yung security to a new level by countering the issues of local compliance, okay, privacy regulations, and data sovereignty. Although many believe that edge computing, in fact, expands the vulnerable surface for attacks, it clearly nullifies the impact of an organization. Itong si Patas Balita, ang tanong mo, nakakatawa. Bakit ako umiinom? Bakit naiinom ang tao? Bakit umiinom ang tao, Patas, di ba? Kasi nauuhaw. Funny. No, because I speak. I've been speaking. My life is talking, okay? Not just writing. I speak and talk all day long. And my throat is getting dry. And of course, hindi sa pag-uuhaw, it's because of my throat getting dry, Patas. Okay? Um, Speed gets massively enhanced with the help of edge computing as it reduces the amount of latency under the latest technological trends. Diba? For example, itong mga autonomous vehicles or driverless cars, they require faster processing of data since every millisecond matters on the roads matter. Totoo naman, di ba? Split second lang yung mga decision mong gagawin pag magmamaneho ka eh. By confining data analysis to the edge, the speed of processing the data can be massively improved. All right? Okay? So, edge computing reduces the costs of retaining the data significantly by categorizing each data from the management perspective. As data can be retained in edge locations, it significantly reduces the bandwidth cost, okay, and all but eliminates the redundant storage. Okay, kung masyado mga technical tong terms na to, diba? Doon sa mga gusto pang magkaroon ng mas maraming kaalaman sa edge computing, right? Mag-message na lang kayo sa akin po at doon ko ibibigay sa inyo yung information. Alright? As of now, kasi edge computing is being fueled by the rapid evolution of the Internet of Things, okay? IoT. And in the future, it will create an unstructured architecture over a set of distributed cloud services. Ito yung cloud computing, okay? Kunyari, no? We have drones that directly communicate with the enterprise Internet of Things platform and conduct peer-to-peer exchanges. One such example is the latest package delivery drone by Amazon. Diba? Nagdi-deliver na kasi ngayon ang mga drone, no? Diba? Gusto nyo makita yung itsura ng drone ng Amazon? Wait, ha? Let me just grab it again, alright? Sorry kasi, diba, dati ang drone, kinukuhanan lang ng picture, ano ka lang parang paparazzi pagka gusto mong kuhanan yung mga overhead shots or kung yung mga paparazzi or yung mga press na gustong pumunta or mag-intrude sa mga private events ng mga artista, nagpapadala ng drone, para kuna ng video. Ngayon ang drone nagde-deliver na, di ba? Hindi lang siya pangkuha ng mga footage or pictures na pag nagsaspy versus spy ka sa mga celebrities or kung sa trabaho or yung boyfriend mo or yung asawa mo or sundan mo, whatever. Kunyari may meeting siya. Basta yung mga drone noon ganun ang gamit, right? But now, right, iba na. Okay? Hold on. So let me show you. I'm just gonna get it. Okay? Let me get it. Ito yung Amazon drone. Amazing. There it is. I got it. Ayan, oh. Yan ang Amazon drone. Ito yung meme ng pusa. Okay. Yan, oh. Yan ang Amazon drone. Aha. Amazon Zeppelin deploying delivery drones. Right? Yan ang itsura ng drone ng Amazon. Okay? Right? So, there was this video about one such example nga of the latest package delivery drone by Amazon. This is a video, tingnan nyo na lang online. In the below video, okay, we can see a cohesive demonstration of the massive Amazon Zeppelin. Ang Zeppelin ang tawag dyan sa mukhang balloon na sasakyan na yan, pero drone yan, okay, which acts as a mothership to all the delivery drones. The drones have swanky, posh features that any geek will love right away. Things like hybrid design, fully powered artificial intelligence, a variety of sensors to detect static and dynamic objects, peerless air stability and stamina, safeguarded rotors, and environmentally friendly features exude the transcendental growth among the delivery drones. Ang yaman-yaman kasi ng Amazon eh. Kaya kaya nilang gumawa ng drone. I wish you could see the video, but i-google nyo na lang, Amazon drone. Ito pinanonood ko ngayon, no? Nakakaaliw. Paano ko kaya papakita? Mag-share ng screen? But anyway, yan. The Amazon drone is delivering. It's so cool. Tugtog pa Star Wars. But anyway, so yeah. So, yun yung tungkol sa Amazon drone. Grabe ang technology, no? So, alright. So, back na to what we were talking about. So, tama na about the drone. Alright. We talked about also, and that's the cyber hacking component. Tapos ngayon, nag-usapan na natin yung the AI technology again, the cloud, and yung 5G, right? Because that's part of the trend, the technology trends. Saka yung fake news kasi gumagamit sa fake news ay technology yung ginagamit nga to produce those memes and those hacked materials, right? So, the biggest technology trends this year are, yun nga, AI, artificial intelligence, we talked about that, and of course, robotics, drones, and vehicle automation, which we were just talking about just now, tsaka yung the as-a-service revolution, right? And yun ako yung kahapon. As a service is the provision of services that we need to live and work through cloud-based on-demand platforms. Yun naman, gamit ang cloud. Okay? It is the key that has put the other tech trends we talk about today in reach of anybody. Ito ang rason kung bakit yung AI and robotics are a possibility for just about any business or organization, regardless of the size or the budget, di ba? Kaya sa big business ka or small SME, di ba? Or medium. Thanks to cloud offerings from companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and an ever-growing horde of startups at mga spin-offs na company, innovators in all fields can deploy cutting-edge tech with little upfront investment in tools, equipment, or specialized people. Yun na nga, nagmura na ngayon yan kasi hindi na lang yung big players like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. May mga nag-offer na may mga little startup new companies that are doing the same, but for a cheaper fee. Okay? As the ongoing pandemic rages around the world, we have clearly seen that companies nga that rely on cloud to provide scalable solutions as a service are prospering. Yan na yung Zoom, di ba? Zoom, for example, na madaling naging household name or corporate name or office name because nag-umpisa lang sa ilang thousands to 100 to ilang million na nagagamit ng 2019. Pero nung after the pandemic, nag-surge ang paggamit ng Zoom, right? Most people were using Zoom, all right? So, take Zoom for example. Thanks to the speed with which it was able to add servers and increase its coverage and quality of service, this was due to its cloud-based nature and its partnerships with its own service providers, okay? That were able to quickly increase capacity to meet demand. Okay, ito bumaba yung anak ko. Gusto kong tanongin sa kanya tungkol sa pag-hack. Right, son? There's good in hacking, right? Because like I was telling them that my friend is a professional hacker, but now he's the head of cybersecurity in PLDT. Because there's the bad hacks were yun na nga when the mga meme and fake news stuff, but good hacking is because you can infiltrate the system to make it work better, right? Tama. So, tama. Okay, kasi tinatanong ko yung anak ko kasi siya yung mas techie, of course, and of course, studying information systems. So, just to clarify and verify that fact that I said. So, going back to, yun nga, yung Zoom, is a good example, okay? This was due to its cloud-based nature and partnerships with its own service providers that were able to quickly increase capacity to meet demands in this year and beyond. This is going to become increasingly important and more possibilities will open up for everyone. So yun, mention ko na yung 5G enhanced connectivity, tsaka yung extended reality or virtual and augmented reality. Ito yung mga impact ng technology presently at saka sa future, right? So, these are the biggest technology trends that we are seeing now, okay? Ano pa? Yun na nga, nagkaroon ng shifts in investment, di ba? The typical private company's IT department does not have the resources or the knowledge to deploy third platform technologies like AI, which is costly to implement. The IT department of the future will include higher caliber, better paid technologists capable of workflow optimization. IT spending as a percentage of revenue exceeds 8% for all firms, but it's much lower sa commercial at industrialized companies. Tapos, di ba, digital na everywhere, di ba? The most evident measure of digital transformation has been accelerated adoption of collaboration software, CRM, and other software applications that users require on demand on their devices. From sales to operations teams, users need all critical work information on any device at any time. Diba? Kaya nga, uso din talaga na nakasync na lahat ng gadget mo. Pagbukas mo, pag turn on, pag nakasync na, di ba, yung cellphone mo, so nakukuha na niya lahat ng information, pati yung email list mo, yung contacts mo sa Gmail, contacts mo sa cellphone, lahat yun na-access bigla kasi nakasync na sila, right? Private companies are looking for solutions that are more nimble than traditional ERP or enterprise resource planning applications. They can find such utility in a litany of apps that provide reporting in real time. Providers are seeking out client-facing technologies that directly impact yung mga customers. Consider the app na ZocDoc. It enables you to find a doctor in your insurance network. See? Kasi lahat ng kasi nga affected na ng technology, of course. Medical field, entertainment field, like we said, educational field, government, and of course sa ating mga lives, sa domestic, sa bahay, sa buhay, right? The technology that brings the patient to the physician is almost as valuable as the service the physician provides. That's why now may mga apps din, mga app doctor apps, or nurse apps din. And especially in this pandemic situation where social distancing is required or face-to-face meetings are at the minimum, yan, naglabasan yung mga ganyan, right? Such disruption has become useful. Restaurants, diba, that have moved to digital menus and delivery, online marketing of their products and services, or e-commerce, touchless payments, 'di ba? Such as lahat ng klase ng pagbabayad lumabas na. Dati-dati credit card lang, ngayon Grab, may Grab Pay na, pati may Shopee wallet na, may Lazada wallet, GCash, ang robust ng GCash, 'di ba? Ang daming gamit ang GCash. McDonald's, gumawa sila ng touchless payments. This has fared well during this pandemic. Pati yung company na Chipotle sa America they launched their digital-only restaurant. Imagine yun. Electronic payments are also magnifying the value of digitization as providers have better access to customer information and their census data. Okay? So, teka muna, kamustahin ko kayo dyan. Ano, may mga tanong pa other than bakit ako umiinom ng tubig? But anyway, so those who miss our live stream episodes, of course, you have the chance to balikan yung mga at panoorin yung mga past namin because nasa YouTube na po kami. Ang Broad Streamcast Communicators have a YouTube channel and please like and subscribe it so that we can extend our expanse of our broadcasting and all our information sharing to a wider crowd. So please like and subscribe po, no? So, malapit nang matapos yung oras natin. So, ayun po ang mga impact ng technology or technology trends that facing business, facing entertainment, facing the medical world, facing different kinds of the different facets of our lives. Yan ang mga technology trends, yung mga pinag-usapan po natin for the past week, this whole week, right? Pati yung fake news talaga kasama doon, okay? Ano pa? The term, yung democratization in technology, okay? The term democratization, I will end with this, is derived from the word democracy. Like in a democracy, everyone has equal rights and responsibility. Similarly, the democratization of technology refers to the easy access of technical domain to everyone, irrespective of their profession and place. Okay? So, there are 4 key aspects of democratization of technology trends that will make the latest technology trends. Ito ay application development, design, knowledge, tsaka data and analytics. Okay? So dyan nagtatapos, alright? Dyan nagtatapos ang aking pagbabalita muna tungkol sa trends of technology. The best example kasi is can be credited to the developers who will be able to generate data. Okay, sandali lang, yes? What is it?
Yours.
Yeah, what? Okay. Where's my, go to Tito Jenny. I gave him, okay. Hold on a second ha. Ito na technology. Sino nag-deliver? Lazada o Shopee? Uh-oh. Alright. Can you give him a tip? I don't have change. Anyway, sorry. So, dyan nagtatapos ang aking pagbabalita at ako sa impacts ng technology, and the technology trends that we're seeing this year, right? Autonomous driving, diba? Edge computing, drones, robotics. Yan ang big bulk ng trends ng technology. Development pa and more new versions of things, okay? And the Internet of Things. So, thank you so much for joining me and happy Friday sa lahat. Para sa mga may katanungan, please feel free. Please feel free to message me, all right? Here on Broad Streamcast Communicators page or on my messengers or my Facebook or email me please, okay? Para sa mga katanungan at kasagutan at saka mga suggestions pa ng mga topics na gusto niyong pag-usapan. Alright? Thank you very much. So thank you rin. I'd like to greet my Ate Chiquita, Celestino Chazal. Very happy birthday. She's from Paris. Happy birthday sa iyo, Ate. Pinakamamahal namin ate. She's like our sister from other set of parents. Happy birthday to you, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. At walang Jake, salamat for always patronizing and palaging supportive. Okay? Thank you so much. What are you doing? Just put my wallet here, please. I'll fix it. Thank you very much. At magkita-kita po at babalik po ako syempre Monday, alright? I will be back on Monday. So Monday to Friday lang po tayo. So tomorrow walang buhay online, alright? I'll see you tomorrow. And of course, always remember that we always have to keep the faith, hope, and love in our hearts, right? Because lagi po tayong hopeful na magigising tayo sa isang magandang bagong umaga, a promising day ahead of us, always, right? Keep the faith. We are all surviving this pandemic and doing well naman. Pero of course, we have to be mindful ngayon na be extra careful because of this Delta variant thing, right? At saka yun na nga, hindi porke nakabakuna na kayo, it means na hindi kayo magkaka-COVID dahil I know of people who had it even after vaccination. The key pa rin is to keep safe, follow the safety protocols. Please always wear a mask when you go out, regardless talaga kung nasan kayo, bukid or whatever, or any country. You really just have to protect yourself and be more vigilant. Double masking na nga ngayon ang uso kasi nga. Pero ay lang naman ang ano dun Basta inopen mo, tinanggal mo yung mask mo, labas mo yung nose mo at mouth mo. Then, you stand the risk of getting the virus in any way. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a good weekend, everyone. At saka, keep safe, okay? Thank you very much. And I'll see you back on Monday. Maraming salamat.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po. Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon.